Okay, guys, let's get back. We are the tail end of it. It's been a long day. So, I can't emphasize this more. Be yourself, everyone else is already taken. The other thing is about measurement. Measure, measure, and measure again. There are online services such as brandyourself.com and reputation.com that help you keep track of your personal brand in the digital world. Who's ever used these tools before? Brand Yourself, reputation.com. Try them out. They're free. Okay, you've just heard of them. Okay, that's why we're here to always learn something new, right? I read to you guys about a new DNA for today's professional. So, our next thing is, next session is basically to prepare for tomorrow. So I'll take questions and all that. But before I do that, I want to show you guys, I told you guys I love videos. Yeah, but this is a nice, humorous one to sort of close the day.
I bought something from you last week, and I'm very disappointed.
Oh, yeah? What's the problem?
Yeah, well, my BlackBerry is not working.
What's the matter? Run out of juice?
No, it's completely frozen.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. I'll tell you what. Let's try it on orange.
That's got a few black spots, you see.
Oh, dear, yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Was there anything I can do to get my BlackBerry working?
Well, it could be an application issue. But where'd you store that BlackBerry?
It's on my desktop.
Well, you could try using a mouse to drag the BlackBerry to the trash. Then after you've done that, you might want to launch the BlackBerry from the desktop.
Well, I've already tried that a few times. I mean, all it did was mess up Windows.
Well, it might be worth waiting a couple of weeks. They got the latest BlackBerries coming in then.
Well, could you give me a date?
Certainly.
Let me put that date in my diary.
Anything else I can help you with?
Yes, I've also got a problem, to be honest, with my Apple.
Oh, dear. That is an old Apple, isn't it?
Yeah.
When did you buy that?
Last week.
Last week? Oh, they brought out 2 new Apples since then. What's the problem with it?
Well, I tried to put my dongle in it, and it won't fit.
Oh, yeah. And how big's your dongle?
Well, I don't know much about these things, but my wife's seen a few dongles in her time. And she says it's a little bit on the small side.
Well, I'm afraid there's not a lot I can do about that. Tell you what, let me try booting it. No, it's crashed. Anything else I can help you with?
Well, funnily enough, yes, my grandson's birthday soon, you see. Now, he's already got an Apple and a BlackBerry. I mean, have you got anything else that you might just like?
Well, we're doing a special offer on these. I mean, I can't make head or tail of them, but the kids seem to like them.
Oh, yeah.
Xbox. 360.
It's just It's on. I've given Kivuva everything. You want what? The Xbox 360. Well, just sort of age difference, millennials, yeah? Generation Z. All right. On to more serious stuff. So, tomorrow. I have sent Kivuva, I think he has all your emails. So, where is he, by the way? He's disappeared. Have you received a link to a Dropbox from him on email? Let's find out where he is. I need him for this session. Here he comes. Okay, great. He's going away. So, Kivuva, we just want us, I need everyone to get the link to Dropbox. You have the, yeah? So maybe just send it across. Make sure everybody can. So, in preparation for tomorrow we start at 9. And we have, how many finalists? 11. Kivuva, right? We have 11 finalists.
Yes, no, they are not finalists.
They are
They are just selected
They are selected. Okay.
to build their capacity.
To build their capacity. Okay, great.
Promise of anything.
No promises of anything. Okay, great. So we'll have 10 minutes for each one of you to make your pitch. And as we agreed, we'll have peer review. But we'll start by having a discussion about fundraising also, briefly. So I want you guys to have all the stuff that we did between yesterday and today. And yeah, I will take comments, questions. Where's Kivuva? Just pass on.
Mr.
Okay.
Kivuva, if you could, because last night we didn't have internet connection, so if you could.
Oh yeah,
maybe-
yesterday.
Yeah.
Yes, last night we experienced what we call withdrawal symptoms. No connectivity in the hotel. It was harrowing, wasn't it? Tossed and turned.
The internet has become like oxygen.
Yeah.
Now, that issue is there in that hotel down up there. It's called what? Metcourt.
Metcourt.
Even others, extremely senior people have complained, but there's nothing that can be done. If you have something very urgent to do, you can use this hall. This hall is not closed. Even if you come around the tea area there, even at midnight. Actually, the day before yesterday, I was sending a proposal for a project for the Intergovernance Forum in Mexico, and the deadline was approaching. I had like 30 minutes to midnight, and I could not be able to send it. So I just dropped and came to this hall, and I worked. The internet was good. So if you have any urgent stuff, this place is open until 11th of this month.
Okay, great. Do you have any questions for your preparation for tomorrow? Yes, Ian.
So, based on previous experience on elevator pitches, there's a balance. You need to strike a balance between putting relevant enough content to keep the listeners engaged, and as well putting enough content. So, what would be, in your opinion, the best number of slides to use? Is it the fewer the better, or is there a definite answer for for that question?
In the morning, I said 10 to 15. 10 to 15 slides. That's basically max. In my experience as a judge of Demo Africa, have you guys heard of Demo Africa? Yeah, as a mentor with tech startups, 10 to 15.
Okay.
Yes, Leva.
How complex should be the project, or just a simple one would do?
No, it's, the 12 guys who are on the fire here are supposed to have had a existing project they are working on. Like Ian has Native, he has a Mali Sante. So you do a pitch for your project, the way you can pitch to a VC venture capitalist. If Warren Buffett was seated around here and he wanted to buy your company, with 5 slides or 10 slides, what would you tell him?
Do you remember the Zoom presentation I showed you in the morning?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do. But the challenge that I have is I have a couple of projects that I'm working with.
Choose the one you love most. Only one elevator pitch per person. Choose the one you love most.
Okay.
Okay? The one that you think has your passion behind it. Josh, any questions? Anything you want to share with us?
Yeah, for today I think I'm saturated.
You're saturated.
Yes.
Information overload.
I want to go and open my LinkedIn while I'm still.
Mali Sante, anything you want to comment on? Samuel? No? Malanga? You're waiting for the slides? Karanja?
Yeah, I've learned that, and it's what I'm doing now, how to better use social media to brand myself and as a marketing tool for my company.
Komi? Please pass on the mic. Pass on the mic. Josh, the mic. Don't switch on and off the mic, just leave it on.
There's a button at the bottom, or?
Okay, I think I've learned a lot today. I didn't. By the past, I was not so focused on social media, especially Twitter. But I was on LinkedIn, and with today's presentation, I can see the impact of the social media, how you can reach people, and how you can improve your communication towards your market. So it's on proof.
Great. Wilbur first.
For me, it's just appreciation for what you've done for us today. I've also learned a lot as I didn't know, and I'm looking to go and implement that and follow up maybe probably with some of the things with you probably maybe later or something like that. But I appreciate a lot. Yeah.
Great. Michael, are you a finalist? Sorry, are you going to present tomorrow? No. Michael.
All right. I learned marketing. I better appreciate. I better understand direct marketing and digital marketing, and I want to be the I've forgotten the word.
Omni-channel.
Omni-channel. So a lot of new things. I appreciate today's class.
Great. Olu.
Yeah. I want to say thank you so much. I've learned a lot. And I also want to play that in case definitely all of us can be at the top 3, but just create time for us when we tweet at you or send you an email, please. I've tweeted at you about 4 times now, and I'll still do more.
Done. Yes, Florence.
Okay, for me, what stood out for me was the permission marketing, because I've been sending a lot of MailChimp and it bounces back and some. So for me, that was really very on point for me. And the Mercedes-Benz example was also very on point for me to start thinking about how to create such a strategy for my company. And most of the things were really very useful and helpful. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Great. Yes.
Hello.
Hi.
I wasn't there yesterday. I just came here at around 10 o'clock. I met my friends there, Okuche. I just asked him about fire. What is happening? We've got fire churches here around. So I thought maybe it's something of that sort. So he explained to me. I was very interested. That's why I came here so late. And you really touched my life. I deleted my Facebook account permanently.
Why?
I had 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I deleted one. Then so that the Facebook I use it for business. I've got the business account and my personal account. I just deleted my personal account, remained with the business account. And I just updated my LinkedIn account after 3 years. Thank you very much.
Okay, great. Sorry, I didn't get your name.
My name is Lesedi.
Lisedi.
Yeah.
Lisedi, I'm curious. Why did you delete your Facebook? I'm assuming you deleted your Facebook personal account.
Yes.
Why did you do that?
To me, I don't see value from what I've learned. Because from Facebook, I want to focus on the business side.
Okay, I get
Yes.
you. Great. Anyone else wants to make a comment, ask a question? Yes, Bob.
No, I think I'm just following up on that deletion of the account. Just to note that it might not mean that whatever was there is completely deleted.
That's correct, Bob. That's absolutely correct. Oh, and by the way, you know that you can undelete it. Huh? You know you can undelete your Facebook account if you want it back. Huh? You can you can take it into cold storage and bring it back if you need to. Hmm? Great. Anything else? Yes, sir. Gentleman behind, please pass him the mic.
Thank you very much. Yes, I should also say that I'm so thankful that I was here today. Yesterday, of course, I didn't make it, but I really learned a lot. I mean, with a marketing background, yeah, I graduated in marketing almost 10 years back.
Okay,
so I really
great.
liked it very, very much, yes. Thanks about digital marketing. So I wanted to know, say, if all the slides, are they available from your web addresses, sites, or what? I mean, all this what we learn, the slides.
Yes.
Is there where I can get them?
Yes, absolutely. The slides are with Kivuva.
I'll share a link for all of you. I'll just write the link there.
Okay, that one over there.
I'll write the link there for you where you will.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so to focus on, you want to say something? All right, please go ahead.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Je m'appelle Lwanle, from Zimbabwe. But, well, I'm always curious about Africa's role in the social media space. I've seen a lot of African startups try and come up with probably social media products. So I just needed to find out from you, probably maybe trying to put it all together, even from the stuff you taught us yesterday, that how come maybe African social media startups are failing to go into that space? I mean, besides the fact that probably maybe these guys had ecosystems, pretty solid ecosystems, but I mean, they had to start from somewhere. They started from somewhere before, but I'm just, besides the whole infrastructure debate and all, so I just wanted your view on that.
Why African social media startups are failing?
Yeah.
Well, it's not just African social media startups, it's global. There's something called the network effect. Have you heard the term the network effect? So the network effect works like this. If you have enough people on a platform, let's not talk about social media for now. Let's talk about MTN, for example, in Is MTN dominant here? Huh? Masco. What percentage of market share that Masco have? Around 65. So, Levo, are you on Masco? You're on Orange. Who's on Masco? So what happens is this. It's more likely that Levo will leave Orange and move to Masco than any one of you moving to Orange. Do you know why? One, it's probably cheaper to communicate in network. You probably have a lot more cheaper stuff. Are you guys on mobile money here? All the networks have. How ubiquitous is mobile money in Botswana? How ubiquitous is it? It's what?
In my experience, it's a bit closed. It's network closed. Like you cannot.
It's network cost. Yeah. So, what would motivate me to move to a new social network? I mean, forget even that we're in Africa. Anywhere. What would motivate me from moving into a new social network, apart from Facebook or LinkedIn? Market? In what sense? Olu, let's finish with Komi and then we'll come to you. Please pass on the mic, tafadhali, please. Sorry, tafadhali is please in Swahili. I keep on going back to my Swahili thinking I'm in Kenya, so do forgive me for that. It's called mother tongue interference. Yes,
I mean the number of person using this social media, because as far as there are many people there.
Do you guys remember MySpace? Who used to have a MySpace account? All of you other guys are too young to remember MySpace. Who remembers what happened to MySpace? Oh, Friendster, for that matter. Friendster. What happened? Robbie, can you share? They got left behind. The value proposition stopped making sense. So up until my good friend, I forget your name, Brandy. Okay. Up until a new social network comes in and provides a better value proposition to Facebook, LinkedIn, and the rest, we'll continue to use this. It's simply the network effect. If you don't give me enough incentive to use your product or service, why should I use it? What's the incentive to use Facebook? Because of connections. What's the incentive for me to use LinkedIn the way I use it? Connections, business development tool. All right. So that question that you've asked is not, although I know you've asked this specifically for Africa, it's a question that can be asked anywhere in the world.
No, I was looking at it from a point where probably China, of course, probably they've got a restrictive internet, but they've developed their own social media kind of products. And WeChat, there's a time when WeChat was actually making inroads into probably developing countries, but of course WhatsApp came back. But my point is probably, how can African startups, not just for social media, how can they leverage on actually on something, or what can they do to actually grow big? Because even when Facebook started, there was High Five, there was MySpace. I don't think they were that much different from what was offered then. Probably MySpace and High Five failed to evolve quickly enough to actually, and then Facebook overtook them. But what I'm saying is, what can African startups do to actually get into that space with regards probably from a marketing point of view and maybe from an ecosystem point of view?
Josh, you want to answer him? Please do.
I don't think Africa has a sort of a disadvantage or anything. It's just a matter of placing your product at the most strategic time. I remember when Facebook came out, the thing that made it very, very popular was the relationship status. It was either single or in a relationship or something. Yeah, it was more of a sort of a dating site when it came in, and it was mostly for university students. Then it got popular, right? So I think when if us Africans want to start something, let's not create another Facebook. It's already there. Yeah, we need to.
Oh no. That I beg to disagree.
Google Plus failed.
That if you want to start your own Facebook, please don't try because you'll fail. That's not true. You can imagine the guy who woke up and said that he wants to start a search engine when Yahoo and Ask.com were the market leaders. What happened? Another guy also woke up just 5 years ago and said he wants to start an email client while Yahoo and Hotmail were leading. Yeah. That email client now is called Gmail. Yes. So don't try to kill people's dreams. Your dreams are valid.
Okay. Yeah. Olu and Florence want to share something with us. But first, before they do that, I want to emphasize what my good friend said. Kivuva, please, don't give up because you think. Do you know that Google, actually, Yahoo passed on the opportunity to acquire Google for $1 million? Yeah? $1 million. Guess what? Yahoo, where is Yahoo today? They're looking for a buyer. Nobody is interested. So things evolve. Yeah. Do you remember a phone called Nokia? Who has a Nokia in this room today? You have a Nokia? Surely. So there's no easy answer. Maybe to just answer it. There's no easy answer. It's evolution. You know. Sometimes it's in capitalism. It's called constructive destruction. All right. Okay. Olu wanted to say something, and then I'll go to Wilberforce. Please pass on the mic to Olu.
Okay, yes, me. With reference to Facebook and Twitter, my observation, I think that is well documented, is the usage of Facebook and Twitter surged during the Arab Spring. It was more or less like the mobilization points when the crackdown got to its peak. So going back to what my brother said there, it's about timing. So for social media to sort of fill that role, that means that social media has to be effective as a mobilization point. More like a cyber mobilization point, which I think we don't have any crisis. Or, for example, in Nigeria now, why Twitter is so popular is because it's the easiest way to sort of address public policy issue. And it's the easiest way to sort of address if I want to talk directly to director of a particular ministry in Nigeria, I have some following me, so all I have to do is just to send them DMs. So that's the advantage.
Great. Yes, Karanja.
Mine are just 2 points to think about. Number one is that Google came up in 1998, and every day they receive 3 billion queries. So one of the things I ask myself is, who was being asked these questions before? And who will be asked in the future? Because it seems like they keep on innovating, and that is what keeps them in the business. When I look at the local startups, they tend up to maybe to focus on one side, and they forget maybe the research, they forget about competition, and find out that a little bit of competition and they're kicked out.
I agree with Karanja. I think you must continuously evolve, and you can never sit back on your laurels and think that things will be hunky-dory as we move along. You stop innovating, you just die. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. So my question is directed to you. It's also almost building up on what he has said. We've done project management, and we've looked at a project from the planning stage up to its completion. And as an entrepreneur / innovator who's been in the game for quite a while, well, not that long, I've experienced quite a challenge with the issue of sustainability. So what are your thoughts in as far as the construct of the term sustainability? Being a person who's probably handled quite a number of projects, and I'm sure most of which are still in existence, whereby maybe there were projects that were in to construct or to design or create something. How have successful people, especially in the African business landscape, been dealing with the issue of sustainability? What have they been doing?
Okay. Listen, guys. We seem to forget one thing. Even the biggest companies in Africa, anywhere in the world, started as a startup. They didn't wake up one day and become General Electric or Econet or Safaricom for that matter. They started somewhere. What is the common denominator with all successful companies? What do you think is the common denominator with all successful companies?
Persistence.
Persistence? Innovation? Education? Dedication? Creativity? What is the most common denominator for all successful companies? Not in Africa, worldwide. Yes, Karanja. Teamwork and leadership. What else? Mission and vision. So if I have a mission and vision that I put on my wall in my company, does that make me successful? Okay, let me rephrase this. Why do you do all this? Why are you persistent? Why are you innovating? Why are you dedicated? Why are you creative? Why do you have teamwork and leadership? For what?
To make money.
Making money is a result of. Why do you do all this? For what? So that? It's not a trick question. It's a straightforward question. So that? Why do you have good leadership? Why do you have good, why are you persistent? Why are you innovative? To serve who? The owner. The most common denominator of any successful company is an annual focus on the customer. Everything else is a sideshow. Who disagrees with me? Who disagrees with me? I'm happy to be wrong, guys.
So the answer has been in my face the whole time.
I'm happy to be wrong. To make money. Let me ask you. If you have unhappy customers, are you going to make money? Try and send an invoice to an unhappy customer and trying to collect it. Those are basic things. Don't look for any complicated stuff. Ask Abdallah here if the Kenix server is down for domains. Ask him whether he'll collect money next month. It comes to that basic stuff that you must deal with. Okay? It doesn't matter whether you're in Iceland, Mauritius, Nairobi, Sudan, wherever. That's the common denominator. This one here. You are innovative, you are persistent, you are dedicated. For what? So that you can earn awards. Who cares? Is your customer happy? Are you delivering on your customer and your stakeholders? If you're not, woe unto you. Yes, you want to say something? Let's go to the lady first and then.
Okay, let me also take this opportunity to thank you for yesterday and today. It's been truly phenomenal. Adding on to what we've been discussing, I would like to say, yes, it is always about the customer. That's why it's very important that when you start your business, you come up with a very powerful value proposition, you know. Find out what people are looking for out there and find out what they want and then turn that want into what they need. I don't know how Robbie will feel if you take that MacBook from him right now. I think it has come to the point where he needs it.
Absolutely.
He wanted it, now he needs it. And to those who will be presenting tomorrow, there's Dragon's Den videos, which you can look at. That could also help your pitch.
Fantastic.
We have them here. We call them Lion's Pitch.
Yes.
We've
Thank you.
hosted them here.
Thank you very much. That's a good point.
And also,
sorry, yes. Go on.
And also
one last point.
Breaking down your idea into the business model canvas, which is like a business plan in just one page. It will also help you focus to do your slides. Thank you.
Absolutely. So I would like to invite our host to say a few words.
Thank you. So for all that, I don't know if anyone does not know me by now. So I'm Vimala Turan, the head of external relations. Apologies, I've not been able to be with you during the session because I'm in the main room. But I really appreciate your presence, and I hope that you will continue with Menwa on discussion, join our mailing list so that we need you to submit projects that are relevant for the internet development for our community. So thank you, Ali. And a big round of applause for Menwa, who is doing a really, really great job. Thank you. I hope to see you all in the policy discussions and tomorrow until Friday. Thank you.
Yeah, after this meeting, you can
Great.
go to the policy discussion room. It's very interesting so that you can know how policies within Afrinic are made. Some people had questions, yeah?
Some people had more questions. I want to wrap up now. Any more questions? Okay. What I would like to do is wrap today's by wishing all our participants who are going to present tomorrow all the best. No pressure. No pressure. Do your best. But my last takeout for us here in Africa. Let's get rid of this inferiority complex that we have. Leave it. When you walk out of here, leave it behind. All right? There is a reason why an African country today is at the forefront of mobile technology and innovation. The World Bank 2 years ago said 1 in every 3 human beings that uses mobile money is a Kenyan. 40% of Kenya's GDP passes through a mobile money system. We have Silicon Valley startups coming to set up in Nairobi today. We are not perfect. We are always fighting with our government when it comes to regulation and issues. But we're always saying it's a glass half full as opposed to half empty. Let's always remind ourselves that. All right? There's a Google in every one of you here, or a Facebook, or a Twitter. The word becomes? Thank you, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
So tomorrow we start at 9? Okay, good. So those who wanted the presentations, I've written where they're available. If you go there, you'll be able to get them. Yes, you go there, you'll get the presentations. All the presentation videos, everything. And promote our page, like our page, share it. Actually, that's where we announced, when we were starting the call for grants on 31st of March, the first information went through Twitter. So, like probably in a month or 2 months' time, we will open the FIRE Awards for 2016. And we will open it probably for a month and a half. And that information will be on social media, Twitter, and those who will be able to see it and share it with our friends are the only ones who will be able to apply. So I hope we have been inspired as if we were in a religious place. This is evangelism. So Ali shared a very good experience about Kenya. When Kenya started like 10 years ago, having the belief in themselves that they are very good in IT, the other world thought we were bluffing. But young people have come up now believing in themselves. They are coming up with very good technologies, like Bunifu here or Wilberforce, who thought he can create an antivirus to fight Kaspersky. And actually, people in Kenya are using it. People are buying it. And through the support, it will actually grow. Anyway, thank you so much. So a clap for our trainer, and then we call it a day. So if you have nothing anywhere else to go, the policy discussion at the plenary is very nice. You should just go there, listen, and know how Afrinic policies are usually made.